Welcome back to Kdrama Weekly. I'm your host Sandra, and I'm joined by my co-hosts Benner and Valerie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me.
Today we're back with another short and sweet K-drama mini review.
We'll be discussing Heartstrings.
Classic.
Yes. It's a 2011 MBC drama
Mm-hmm.
written by Lee Myung-suk, directed by Pyo Min-soo, starring Park Shin and Jung Yong-hwa.
Yong!
Oh!
Hey!
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It won 3 awards.
What
Park
awards?
Shin won the most popular actress.
Hey!
Yonghwa won Hallyu Star,
Yes.
and the drama won Best Single Drama.
Fabulous.
Yes.
It was pretty good.
And also for those of you who don't know, Yonghwa, who played the main character,
Yeah.
Shin, and Min Hyuk, who played Junhee,
Mm-hmm.
are from the band CN Blue.
Yeah, for you Nugu K-pop stands who only know the newbie groups.
Yes. I mean, I guess they aren't really good.
But
yeah,
is great.
CN Blue is an actual band, not
Yep.
a group. So they actually played the instruments that they played. And also Park Shin learned how to play the Gayageum for this.
Ah, yes, I saw that. That's cool.
Yeah. So they probably actually played those songs.
Fabulous.
I like how that one song that they just kept playing over and over again was that one song. I forget what it's called, but I know it's like pretty famous.
Yeah, it's a popular song.
I forget what it's called too.
Yeah.
Anyways, would you care to recap us, Benner, or summary us?
So this drama was about Park Shin-hye's character. I forget her name.
Lee Gyu-won.
Lee Gi-won.
How
I'm
do
really
you-
bad.
Gyu.
I'm bad. Gyu.
Gyu-won.
Gyu-won. I'm really bad at names.
I like their characters' names in this drama.
Yeah.
Lee Gyu-won's a pretty cool name, and I like the two.
Ishin.
I like the two syllable names like
Yeah.
Ishin,
Ishin.
Parkoon, Niju, Kangchol.
Yes.
Those are cool.
So Gyu-won.
Yes,
Gyu-
Gyu-won.
Gyu-won.
Gyu.
So Gyu-won is what is the instrument called?
Gayageum.
Gayageum. She's a Gayageum player, and she's like getting her degree in traditional music. And so she her grandfather is like this super
He's a famous Pansori.
yeah, he's
singer.
like a famous traditional music professor. I think they call him professor too.
Yeah, he was a professor. I
So
think
he's
he's
like-
retired now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a singer,
Mostly.
but he's like super strict about her like playing traditional Korean music and only playing traditional Korean music. She doesn't want her to like mix Western
doesn't want
music.
Mhm.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm bad at misgendering people. I don't do it on purpose. It just happens. But so he doesn't want her like playing around with Western music because
He doesn't
He's,
think it's legit.
yeah, he's in Oroshin, so
Yeah, he thinks it's a waste of time.
yeah.
Yep.
Yes. And so she lives with him because he didn't like that her dad was a band
He
musician.
was in a band.
yeah, and
Like
so
a rock band.
so he like left
He-
the house and
He
left.
kicked him out.
Yeah.
He disowned him.
He did, and so he raised Gyuwon, and she ends up being a slave to Ishin, who is a rock. He's the leader of a rock band at that same college, and he's a cold prince.
Yeah, he's a modern music major.
Yes.
The band is called The Stupid.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah, and so he's like an asshole basically to everyone. Super cold, and
He's a hashtag Ice Princess.
Yes. And so they clash a lot because they do.
Well, because they have opposite personalities. She's like really bubbly and really outgoing, and he's an ice princess, so he doesn't want to talk to anybody that's not cool. So
Yeah, and so they basically get into like this competition, and she ends up losing.
Yeah, he says that Western music is better,
Yeah.
and so they compete. Like it's traditional music versus Western music.
Mm-hmm. She loses not on purpose, only because of like technical difficulties, like one of her strings breaks.
Yeah.
And so she ends up having to be his slave
Yeah, for a
most
month.
of the drama. And so eventually they fall in love, as people do in dramas.
Yeah, accidental.
Yes, quite
maybe.
accidental. And then there's a hand breaking, and there's bulimia, and
Bulimia?
yeah, there's
What?
bulimia.
What?
And then there's Broadway directors.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh, wait,
it's,
yeah.
it's
I'm
a
sorry, I
different
forgot.
kind of drama. There's no murder in this one, but you know, there's
Yeah.
There
murder
is
of
death.
food
There is death.
because
Aw.
bulimia.
Oh,
I
yeah,
guess we
there is a
shouldn't-
death.
I guess we shouldn't be making fun of eating disorders, but
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
Wait,
not
there's
why
a
there's a
death?
death.
There's a death.
Yeah,
The professor dies at the beginning.
yeah. There's a professor that dies,
Oh,
and
yeah.
Yishin's dad dies.
You're right. There is
Oh,
a death.
yeah, his dad does die.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
alcoholism. Yeah.
Wow.
I learned how
Um,
to say alcoholism in Korean thanks to this drama.
Yeah.
And then you forgot.
No, I remembered again, and now I
Oh.
won't forget it.
Good.
Oh yeah. So
It's alcohol Jung for those of you who are curious.
wow.
alcohol overdose.
No,
Wow,
Addiction.
Jungkook is addiction.
Alcohol
alcoholism.
addiction.
Alcoholism.
But it's basically alcohol addiction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alcohol Jung.
So yeah.
Someone called the doctor. Do 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 do. 사랑은 변준독 overdose.
Wow. And so yeah, what's her face? Gyuwon ends up finding her love for like musical theater or whatever, and
And
then-
Western music.
and Western
Well, she already
music.
liked Western
She
music.
did, but
Yeah.
it was prohibited by
Yeah,
her.
she
her
like
secret haraboji.
yeah, she like ends up realizing that she wants to take part in it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And so then she becomes like a world star.
World famous musical actor.
Yeah.
Actress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they like at the end they come
she
back all
releases an
together.
album.
Yeah, and they all come back together, and then she like makes up with Yishin because they had broken up.
Yeah.
Because his hand broke.
She don't want nobody with broken hand.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anyways, Battery, go on.
Yeah.
With
Now we'll
the
get into the
plot
plot.
that wasn't told by
Plot
Benner.
/ summary.
So there's not really a big plot thing in this one. It's a nice drama.
Yeah, it's
Just
a simple
mhm.
love story.
Yeah. So the main part, the whole reason this drama is here is because there's a musical that the university's doing for
Yeah.
the 100th anniversary.
Yeah.
And so this Broadway director comes because he used to go to that school.
Yeah, he's an alumni
Mm-hmm.
or an
So-
alum. However you're supposed to say it.
Yeah.
Mm.
He comes and they tell him to direct it because fame.
Yeah, and also because they want, I think, like a lot of media attention, so that people will scout their students for famous things.
Yeah, I also think the school wanted like money.
Oh yeah, they
which is, like-
needed sponsors for
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, so he gets cast to direct it, and the story of the musical is his story, his love story with one of the professors there, the dance,
professor.
who left him to go become a world famous dancer.
A ballet
But then she broke her
dancer.
foot.
Yeah, she broke her foot.
She was in an accident.
So then
somebody,
she-
Tragedy.
somebody pushed her.
Her foot, along with her hopes and dreams, were crushed.
I wasn't crushed, just like
A bus ran it
got
over.
injured. I don't think a
Yeah.
bus ran it over either.
I don't know.
Otherwise,
It'd
she
be
wouldn't
wild
have her,
in- it'd
like,
be wild in
It
New
would have been
York.
shattered.
You're right.
Well,
Wow.
Plastic surgery.
she couldn't be a world famous ballet dancer, so she
Any
became a
longer.
professor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which is the next best thing.
I guess,
I guess
apparently.
so.
And Yishin likes her for some reason.
Yeah. Which we later find out he just pitied her.
Yeah. That's basically all there is. And
Oh,
was
I
like,
missed that.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Wow.
She
Yeah, he
even
did
told
even-
him.
It's because I was watching it without subtitles.
Oh, okay.
That's your own
Yeah,
fault.
Yeah,
she
sorry.
told him, like, you don't, because he, like, confesses to her. He says that he loves her, and she's like, you don't love me, you pity me. And she
Yeah.
basically says that she doesn't want her pity, and that she needs
His pity.
she needs a man. She doesn't need no child.
And he gets upsetty spaghetti.
Yeah, this
wow.
entire like most of this drama, I was always confused because they were like drinking alcohol and stuff, and I
They're
just kept thinking
college
that I
students.
kept thinking they
Mhm.
were high schoolers, and I was like, what are they doing?
No, they're
But then
they're
I was
university
like, they're
students.
university,
And also
students,
the
that's why.
drinking, legal
Age,
drinking
yeah.
age in Korea is 19.
Yeah,
Yes.
you're right. That's still university, but
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Well, but it's younger than it would be, you know.
you're right. Stupid.
Here.
years.
Anyways, go on, Valerie.
Yeah, he gets rejected, and then he ends up having Gyuwon as his slave. End up liking her. The
Mhm,
professor
mhm,
and the director get back together,
Yeah.
and then the director he likes Gyuwon singing.
yeah.
And he thinks that she would be great at his musical. So he, when they go
Pushes.
audition for the music, they audition to be like a band for the musical.
Yeah.
But he makes her be part of the acting group.
Yeah.
Yes. And so everybody like gets upsetty about that because
They're
they think
jelly.
it's favoritism.
Yep. Which it kind of is, but at the same time, it's like,
It's his play.
yeah, but also it's not like he's like already assigning her as the lead at
Yeah,
first.
that's
He's just
true.
like giving her a chance to
To
be in
audition.
the acting
Mhm.
part of it. She
Mhm.
could be just a supporting actress. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then also Lee Shin ends up joining the musical. Lee Shin and his band, the Stupid,
Yeah.
because the music professor really likes him
Yeah.
because he's really good at playing.
Yeah.
I think
He's
she
also a
actually like
songwriter.
legit
Yeah, yes.
likes him too.
That was pretty weird. That's what
I
it
don't
seemed like.
think so.
At first, yeah, like
at
the first time we saw her,
Yeah.
I thought that I was like, oh my Jesus, because she like invited him out for dinner, and I was
Did
like,
she?
why?
she did.
Yeah, and I was like, oh my Jesus, what is
Did
this?
I miss this?
You did.
Obviously.
The
Yeah.
music teacher?
Yeah, the music teacher.
Oh.
And I was like, what?
I
yeah,
did
but after
completely miss
that,
that.
it was like
After that, it was like more professional,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
so it was fine.
yes.
Well, but also it seems like in Korea, like,
Age gaps
It's-
aren't a thing.
well, not that age gaps aren't a thing. Like,
it
it's
doesn't
not
matter.
weird for like
Yeah.
a student to go have dinner or drinks with a professor
guess
because
that
they're all
too.
adults, you know.
Yeah, I feel like in Korea also like huge age gaps are like more acceptable. Like they're more normalized and it isn't weird.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
This one time,
Like,
someone was like, there. I don't remember where, but someone said that their age gap was 12 years, and they were like, "That's perfect."
Yeah.
Like in relationships?
Yeah.
Yes.
In
Oh,
relationships.
well, yeah, if it's a guy and a girl, but this was the other way around. She was older than him.
But I feel like it's still the same. Well,
No.
probably it's more stigmatized if it's like the
There-
girl is if it's like a Nuna thing. But I feel
Like, that's like just recently it's become popular for like guys to go after older girls.
That was popular. Like
Mhm.
it was
I
all
forget
popular because of
who-
freaking Sungi.
Yeah.
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 But that's like a recent thing though, relatively speaking.
I
Like
guess
early
so, but I mean,
2010s.
I think they're like age gaps are more normalized over there.
Yeah. Anyways, what was I
Oh, what's
saying?
going on?
The music teacher wants him to be in it, but he like at first doesn't want to, but then he sees that dance professor lady's gonna be in it, so he's like, let's do it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And then what?
And then there's also Han Hyoju, who is the daughter of the chairman of the university. And
Mhm.
so like this other professor wants her
He's
to be
the dean.
Oh, is he the
Yeah.
dean?
Yep.
He's a dean.
Oh. The dean wants her to be the lead.
Yeah, because you know they gotta be nice to the chairman. Well, no, the chairwoman is like pushing him to push
Yeah.
her
Yes.
as the star.
Yeah. And but director dude doesn't want that because he plays fair.
No, he likes to think that he plays fair, but he just doesn't like that he doesn't want to let Hyojin in because she's the
Because of her
Hyoju,
connections.
because of her connections, and he also doesn't think that she actually has talent.
Yeah.
He says that just because she practices a lot and is good technically doesn't mean that she has the heart and the soul.
Yes. She's missing
behind
the
it.
emotion.
What she is missing the emotions.
Yep.
But yeah. So they have an audition for the female lead,
Yeah.
and Hanyo-ju wins.
Yes.
But everyone liked Lee Gi-won's performance better.
Yeah. Well, and also it just like kind of shows that nobody likes Hyoju.
No, she's a bitch.
Yeah.
Well, she's not really a bitch. I didn't see her being a bitch. She just like
At first, she was a bitch.
is kind
Yeah.
of like what do you call it? She is like
Has to keep up appearances.
yeah, well, she's like acts superior to everybody else basically.
Yeah.
So
And
she's a
she
bitch.
is also like one of those people that are like, instead of like saying I don't have any time for relationships, she doesn't have any time for even friends basically, because she's like constantly practicing,
Yeah.
She has the passion.
I guess. Yeah, I mean that's what it is, but yeah.
Wouldn't that be nice to have?
Wow. Anyways, Valerie, continue.
Yeah, then there's basically just a bunch of drama where the dean's trying to get rid of the director and Lee Gi-won because he needs to make Hanyo-ju the lead.
That, but he
Yeah.
also hates him.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he
The
likes the
director.
Professor Levy.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of. He's just so stupid.
I did
He's
not
so
like that guy at
pathetic.
all.
Nope, me
man.
neither.
It's like
Wow, well,
he's so childish.
you
I'm like,
need
Jesus.
to be careful with your use of pathetic. I feel like you just throw it around a lot.
No, he was legitly pathetic. I thought he
Okay,
was
well,
pathetic.
I'll disagree with that.
Okay.
then. Anyways, Battery, continue.
Yeah, also, Lee Gi-won's Haraboji doesn't want her being involved in that because it's not traditional music.
But he comes around to it. He says that he gets mad at first, but then he like allows her to participate in the celebration because he hears her practicing. He sees her practicing with the stupid. So the stupid and her group, like her little ensemble of traditional music, they do a song together. Because that's kind of what they're gonna end up doing in the musical. They're practicing some music together, and the Haraboji hears it, and he thinks it's cool, and so he tells her to just do well in it. But then afterwards, she's gonna go back to just practicing the Gayageum.
Yes.
Yeah. Then she starts trying to pursue like a career in that, and then the Harabochi gets mad again. But then he comes around when he sees that she's good, and he has a replacement. His replacement is Rishin's sister.
Yeah. Yeah, but before all that happens, there's also some like little subplots, like Min Hyoku plays Juni, which is the drummer of the Stupid, and also he's the drummer of CN Blue. He falls in love with Hyoju for some reason. He just sees her dancing.
And he says that she's pretty.
Yeah, and he's like, I've never cared about anything besides food before.
Yeah.
And so like that's cute, and he that character is really cute.
He was so cute.
He's adorable. And then he calls all the girls uni, which is like something that I guess boys do when they want to sound cute or when they want to be cute.
Too. I heard, like my sensing name said that she would call her older like classmate Yong.
Well, but with girls it's not because they want to be cute. It's because they want to seem tougher, which we saw Minion do in Healer.
Yeah.
And I think it's also to put like, at least with girls, it's to put like boundaries between them so that, you know, they don't get like treated as like a potential romantic interest.
It's friend zoning them.
Yep.
Also in like in Doctor Strange or what else character in that one did it so that you wouldn't end up liking Parkoon.
That didn't work out too well.
Nope. But yeah.
Anyways, and then, but back to Gyeon and Ishin. So Gyeon has some character development in that she becomes a lot more confident in her abilities, because up until now she's just been a Gayageum player and she hasn't really like sung before. So like she like isn't like the greatest at the beginning, but like everybody can see that she has the heart behind it and she has the raw talent there. And so like she's like really insecure about it, and then on top of that everybody's like bullying her and don't want her to be in it because they can also tell that she's talented, and so they're jealous. So she like quits and comes back to the, like being in the musical like 4 or 5 times because she has no backbone.
Yeah.
Basically, like people tell her that she should quit and she's like, okay, you guys were mean to me, so I'm gonna quit. And then yeah, she basically over the course of the drama she becomes more confident in her abilities, and she realizes that it's a lot of fun to be singing and to be part of the musical, be acting and dancing and stuff. She also gets told like, you just because you have talent doesn't mean that that's it, like you actually have to put the work into it if you really want this. So that like pushes her to like start training after hours, and she actually develops her skills. In the end she ends up actually not participating in it and lets Hyo Ju do it, because Hyoju gets cast as the main actress and then Gyuwon is the understudy. But they think that the day of or like a little bit before the performance is supposed to happen, Hyoju disappears because they're trying to sabotage her mom is trying to sabotage the performance. But that backfires, and at the end Hyoju ends up coming back and she's like, you're gonna do it, Gyeon. Like she like trains her basically. But last minute Gyeon is like, no, you go do it, because this is basically Hyoju's last chance to like really be on stage, because she has like nodes in her throat, and so like depending on the surgery, like if it goes well, like she may have a possibility of singing again, but she may never be able to sing again basically. So Gyeon is just like really warm towards everybody. She's like one of those like genuinely really nice people, which at times was kind of annoying, but it wasn't bad for the most part. So that's kind of her arc. She gets chosen to be famous, but she has to she ends up breaking up with Ishin, or he ends up breaking up with her so that she'll actually do it, because he's gonna have surgery on his hand and she would not want to leave him if she knew.
She was also like the cause of it, so
that's true.
He like toppled trying to catch her when she was toppling.
Yeah.
And
his hand got hurt, which is a big deal because he's a guitarist, so he has to get surgery. And again, it's kind of like with Hyoju, if like all goes well, he may be able to play guitar again, or he may not. It's like a 50-50 chance type of situation. So he ends up like warming up to Gyuwon just because like she's like around him a lot, and she's also not like fawning over him like everybody else. And I think like that goes a long way, because he's just like used to like everybody like liking him because he's like super popular, because he's the good lead guitar of the Stupid, and he's handsome and vocal and whatever.
He's got that bad boy image.
Yeah, he basically treats everybody like shit at the beginning, or it's just really cold towards everybody. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, that's kind of his arc, is that he opens up more and becomes uh a more a nicer person, basically. Not that he was not a nice person, but he just appeared that way at first. And he also um never met his dad because his sister and him have two different dads. And he does get to meet him towards the end of his dad's life, because his dad had alcoholism and was dying because of it. So they got to play guitar together. His dad was also a guitarist and stuff. And but the awkward part, which is really weird to me, is that his mom was actually gonna marry Gyuwon's dad back in the day, but she ended up cheating with Yishin's dad, even though Yishin's dad was already married. He actually got married because Yishin's mom was already engaged to Gyuwon's dad. So it's a weird, twisted fate that
Wait
they have.
till love reigns.
So
there's a couple of dramas like this where the
Yeah.
maid's parents liked each other and were
Mhm.
together.
So it was not that bad, because they're yeah, we're he Gyuwon's dad is yeah, she was my first love, but he's that already passed for me, basically. He tells Ishin at one point you need to get back together with Gyuwon, because later you're gonna regret it like your mom and I did. And and Gyuwon's mom has died at the beginning of the drama. We never really know much about her, but yeah. That's all I got for the drama.
Yeah, it's pretty much it. There's not much plot stuff. It was
Yeah.
a nice, easy drama.
It was good.
Yeah.
It was very enjoyable to watch. There's also a lot of music stuff, because that's their music student, so that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
Also, the actor that plays Junki in the Waikiki drama.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, he kept
Kyung,
coming out.
he was an extra in this, so he kept coming out.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't
Yes,
notice
he was
He
him.
was
really
one of the
obnoxious.
dancer people in the musical.
Oh my
He was
Jesus! How did I miss
obnoxious.
It was
him?
hilarious.
Yeah, I
Oh.
saw him and I was like, it's Junki.
Oh my Jesus! I need to go back and find him.
Yeah,
He's,
he comes out a couple
everywhere.
times.
Oh my Jesus.
It was
There's also the guy who plays the main lead in the that's the main lead in the musical. He comes out and he's the evil dude in Kill Me Heal Me. But anyways, yeah, Yonghwa was great. Park Shin-hye was great. For the record, let it stand that I actually enjoyed Park Shin-hye in this. I'm not a Park Shin-hye hater, which some
Park
people
Shin-hye!
seem to think based on me not liking her character in Pinocchio
Friction is great.
and Memories of Alhambra, but that's for another time. Yes. Shall we rate the drama?
Oh, yes.
Who wants to go first?
I'll go first since I have it ready.
Oh, I mean, you're scrolling. Take your scrolling.
I got it ready. Also, this drama was weird because it was only 15 episodes long. And, technically there was a 16th episode, but it was, a special episode where they just did, a bunch of music stuff. But that's not available on Viki.
Weird.
So for me, before we start our rating system, we rate the dramas based on watchability, plot/story, character/performance, OST/sound design, and cinematography/visuals, and all of this is out of 10. So for me, watchability was a 10. I went through this drama really fast. Plot/story was an 8 because there wasn't much of a plot/story. And I thought it was kind of overplayed, where some of the things were kind of overplayed plot points, like the mom and the dad and stuff. And in the very first episode, Yonghwa and Park Shin-hye meet each other, but they don't like know that they're gonna that they go to the same school and stuff, like a fate type of thing.
Oh,
I forgot
that happened, and then like nothing.
It came out way later.
Yeah.
way later.
Oh, before, where I almost forgot, I just wanted to say that Yishin and Gyuon's relationship was one of the most mature ones I've ever seen, because they were communicating with each other. They had a lot of trust in each other. They didn't let like weird things that other people were saying kind of get between them. And then like he also like stood up for her when they got together, because a lot of people didn't want them to be together because he was a popular like idol type thing. Basically, he was like, you guys need to stop, because I'm not gonna give up my relationship just because you guys don't like it.
Yep.
Anyways,
It was great.
Yeah, character / performance, I gave it a 9 because everybody was pretty great. Other than the dean, who was a butthole, and so was Hyoju's mom. Sorry. OST / sound design was a 10 because the OSTs were great. Cinematography / visuals, I gave it a 7 because nothing interesting really happened visually. Oh, and also Gyuwon's haircut was really distracting, because like it was supposed to be like an uneven bob, except it was like uneven by like this much. So it was like you might as well have just made it the same length. It wasn't dramatic enough. Anyways,
I thought it was pretty dramatic.
I didn't even notice.
I'll go. So for watchability, I gave it a 10. I believe this is my 5th time watching it.
Wow.
Yeah.
This was only my second time watching it since like it first came out, basically.
I don't know why I've watched it so many times.
What even?
It's yeah. That shows you how watchable it is.
It's such a random drama for you to have watched 5 times.
Yeah, I don't even know. Oh, last time I watched it was because I was seeing how much I could understand without watching it with subtitles. Also, this time I watched it without subtitles for the same reason. It went pretty well this time.
Good.
But yes, character, I said 10 because all the characters were pretty good. And they all did a pretty good job playing their characters. Plot and story, I said 8 also because there wasn't really a plot story type stuff. OST and sound design, I said 9 because everything was pretty good, but I only liked a few OSTs. They were really good OSTs though.
They were.
That main OST is one of my favorites.
That's true. I should have knocked down a point though, because the version that they have on Viki was like weird with the syncing.
I'm gonna get to that.
You know, I feel like either they. Well, I'll talk about it when Better talks about it. Yes. Then cinematography and visuals, I gave a 7 also because there wasn't really much stuff. It was just me.
What's your overall? I forgot to give
mine. It was 8.8.
Mine was an 8.5.
So do I have to round this up to 9, Sandra?
Yeah. Anyways, Benner.
I said the watchability was 10 because it went really fast. I was surprised at how quickly I was able to get through it.
Same.
I gave it a plot / summary an 8. Even though it went really fast, there wasn't really anything happening that was too like plot heavy. So it was like kind of boring at times, but it just kept watching.
That's true.
And then for characters, I gave it an 8. There's some really annoying characters. I really didn't like the dude that didn't like the director. I thought he was stupid and really childish.
I hate him.
And I didn't like
he was childish. That's what I would call him, not pathetic.
I thought it also made him pathetic to me. And then for OST, I gave it a OST/sound. I gave it a 7, and the OSTs were great. Like there were some really good OSTs, but I couldn't get over the sound. That kept bothering me the entire time I was watching it. Like it was really muffled, and then like the sound wasn't synced to like the songs, and so that was really annoying, and I just kept noticing it.
The thing there was, though, I think the muffling was because it was old.
Yeah.
The syncing, though, I think it's because every time they had a performance, they put the main OST over it.
Yeah, I don't think it was the actual songs that they were playing.
If Vicky did it or if they just did it for the drama, but they always put the main
I think
OST
Vicky did it
over
because I don't remember that being the case before.
Yeah.
I would have noticed that the first time I watched it.
The reason I say that the drama might have just been like that is because when they had performances, the cheering would still be in there over the sound.
That's weird.
But you wouldn't be able to do that if Vicky did it.
Okay. For cinematography/visuals, I gave it an 8. Yes.
Okay, well then that is basically it for us. Did you guys have anything else you wanted to add?
No.
Okay, then that's it for Heartstrings. Join us next time for another K-drama or film review. Give us a like if you enjoyed our discussion and subscribe so you never miss a video.